Alright guys, today, so I'm going to do like a video catalog kind of thing, so people can watch one video and they can kind of learn about my baits and lures. I've had a lot of people asking me, what's good for what is what, and all that stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a video going through all of them. You guys can see, I actually do make quite a few. Most of these are the same, they're just different flavors of the coon syrups and what they are, so basically, I'm going to go through these real quick and kind of show you, what I've had success on them, what works best for what trap type set, what animal type, and stuff like that. So, kind of just to help everybody else out. I'll put the prices on here. I'll tell you guys what the price of everything is, but prices are subject to change. When I order stuff in and there's a few things that I've had to order over the last month that were almost double what they were the previous time that I've ordered them. So, prices are valid to change. I try to keep everything low as I can right now. But, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go through all these with you guys. I appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't already subscribed, I asked if you would to keep up with all my videos. My YouTube has blown up a lot recently, and I appreciate it. But anyway, my name is Jamie Blakely. I'm the owner of Blakely's Trapping Supplies and also the owner of Blakely's Baits and Lures. So I'll be going to a couple of conventions this year, and I'll have all my baits and lures offered there. We went to the Missouri one last weekend, and we got one in Illinois and one in Bloomfield, Iowa coming up in October. So I look forward to seeing you guys there if you're going to be there. If not, maybe I can catch you at one next year. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and go through these. I'm going to start with my baits down here.
Blakely's Trapping Supplies offers a full line of trapping supplies to keep your trap line going. We are proud to offer the first of its kind subscription boxes for trappers. Each box is filled with a variety of trapping supplies, from traps and baits to tools and knives. Visit us at Blakely'sTrappingSupplies.com to see what all the excitement is about.
So this is a new one that I've offered this year, Cookout. The name is actually, there's a funny story behind that. I'll probably talk about that at a later time. But this bait right here is the new one we come up with this year. This is a very thick, almost like a chunky paste type bait. This is great for dirt holes. It's going to be great for your bobcats and stuff like that. It's got a heavy taint to it, but it doesn't smell like a heavy taint, if that makes any sense. Yeah, you can see it. So it's a real thick paste type bait, so it's almost like a chunky thing. This is really good for dirt hole sets. Works good for bobcats. Coyotes, it also works well, but bobcats, really like it. I've had quite a few people that have tried this out for me, put cameras on it and stuff, and the cats seem to wander around it and mess with it a little more than coyotes do, so be great for bobcats. All my baits are 16 ounces, and they are $14 right now. Again, like I said, the price eventually might change, but right now it's $14, and it should stay that at least throughout the rest of the season. So my next one is a Predator Blues. This was probably one of my top selling baits last year. This is a very mild bait. This is great for your early season and stuff like that. It's a beaver meat and bobcat meat bait. It's a very, very mild bait with just a hint of a sweetness to it. Sorry about that, guys. Coyotes really, really like this. I've caught most of my coyotes on this last year, and I've had lots and lots and lots of customers that have done really good with this on their coyotes. Now, a new thing that we're offering this year is Predator Blues number 2. This is the same recipe, but it's very heavily tainted meat, so this is going to have a loud punch to it. Yeah, it's got that same sweetness to it, but it's got that loud punch behind it. This would be what you would want more in the late December, January, February months. This would be great for your coyotes, your fox, your bobcats, anything like that. Of course, any of these baits, you're still going to get your possums and your raccoons and stuff like that. But this would be a really good alternative. If you like the Predator Blues, this would be a really great alternative for when you get, you know, below 10, below 0, those type of months. Because it's got that extra punch to help you out. The Deadly Howie 71 was also a really good bait that we had last year. I had a lot of customers that had used it and a lot of testers that used it for me two seasons ago, because I had most of this stuff out testing a year or better before I started offering my baits and lures last year. And this was one of the first things that I had, and had a lot of people with coyotes and fox on this. It does well on bobcats. Had a local friend of mine that caught 3 bobcats using this last year. Now, this recipe last year was it was more of a mild kind of meat base. Same thing, it's still beaver and bobcat meat base, but it's got a heavy taint to it this year. And that's what I was kind of wanting last year. I went with the mild, is what I've done the last year and a half, 2 years that we'd offered it. But this year I wanted this to be my more stronger bait, my more rank smelling bait. So this is going to be now our rank smelling bait. It's still the same exact recipe as it's always been. It's just the meat's been tainted a lot more now. And again, all those baits are $14. This is a new one that we'd also come out with this year, Digger 360. Again, I've had lots of people that have tried this out for me. This is awesome for coyotes. You can use this on a flat set, a dirt hole, anything like that. I mean, you just squirt a little in your dirt hole, or a little on under like the edge of a rock or a log or something if you're going to make like a flat set. And what this is going to do, this is going to soak into the ground more. Unlike a bait, you know, a bait they can dig up, grab. This is going to soak into the ground. They're going to smell it, and they're going to keep digging and digging and digging, and they're going to look for that. So while they're digging for that, you know, you can catch one of their paws in your trap. So this is definitely going to be a great option if you like your running dirt holes and flat sets. Again, you know, I had lots of people run cameras on this, and the coyotes were just pouring through, getting up to it. So this is a great option for your coyotes. Again, this one's 16 ounce, it's $14. Now, one of the things that I came out with last year, if you guys followed my videos last year in my season, you know, in January I had a test lure. I kept referring to it as a test lure, because at that point I was just testing it. I had 3 or 4 other people in different states that were testing it, and I didn't have a name for it, but I was testing it, and when I started using it, my catch numbers on coyotes just like quadrupled. I started doing very well. I used it for about 2 weeks, and about every day I had at least 1 coyote. And last year I ran coyote sets. I think I ran around 2 dozen, maybe less, for most of like January. So it was pretty good. Now, this is Kryptonite. It's an all-in-one lure. Comes in an 8-ounce squirt bottle. This has got everything in it. I mean, this is your lure, your bait, your curiosity, whatever. You can use this by itself, or you can also use a little bit of bait in a dirt hole and then put this right behind your dirt hole. I did that on a few sets last year, and I had just as much success with it as I did using it by itself. Also use this on a couple skull sets, and if you guys go back and see my videos, I can go ahead and I'll post one of them at the end of this video so you guys click on it and watch it. But I use a deer skull, and I use a little bit of our Trapper's Gold skunk lure inside the skull, and then I use this. But this has got castor, this has got glands, this has got urine. I mean, this has got everything that you would want. This is definitely a hot item. I did very, very, very well with it last year. This is more than likely going to be one of my number ones this year that I'm going to use. This is an 8-ounce bottle, and it is $20. So if you guys want to pick that up, this bottle right here is going to last you a while, because again, it doesn't take much. I mean, you don't have to squirt, you know, a quarter of the bottle on it, your set or whatever. It literally takes a spoonful is all it takes. So this is a great option also. I'm going to go ahead and go through my predator lures before I go through my coon syrups. So we're gonna start here. This is by far my #1 selling item since I've started this. This is the Highway 90 Roadkill lure. This is fantastic for coyotes and fox. This is gonna be like a food lure, a curiosity lure. You know, it's all that stuff all in one. It's got like a really bloody type smell to it, and just a little bit of skunk to make it pop. So this is really good. I've caught lots of coyotes on this. And again, my lures, all my 1-ounce jars like this, are $7. And then they also come in 4-ounce jars that are $24. This is a 4-ounce jar. This is my Predator 360. It's an all gland lure. There's 3 types of glands in here, along with some other things. I've done really good with gray fox on this. I've caught some coyotes on it as well, but I've done I had this on all my sets that I caught my fox in last year. I've had a lot of people catch coyotes and fox in this, so this is a really great option. Again, this is an all gland lure. It does really well. This is a new lure for this year. I actually don't even have this on the website yet. I had this with me in Missouri last weekend. Canine Fury. This is all gland. So this right here, this is I didn't add anything else to this. This is just all gland. You know, I added some stuff to it to make it not go bad or whatever you want to call it. But this is all gland is what this is. All coyote gland. So this is definitely a killer for coyotes. Now my black vine. This is a feline lure. This is different than what you're used to seeing, I guess you could call it. This has got more of a sweet smell to it. It's got there's glands in here, and there's also a few other things that bobcats just love and can't resist. And it's got again, it's got that sweet smell to it. So it's a little different than what most people might be used to, but this is a great bobcat lure. I've had quite a few customers that have caught bobcats on it, and they've also caught coyotes on it, so it can work both ways. And then here's my Trapper's Gold. Again, this is another one of those that this is probably one of my #2 lures, right below the Highway 90. Sorry, it's pretty warm in here, guys, but this is an all skunk lure. I've had nothing but good reviews on this. A lot of people have gotten back to me. Lots of coyotes and bobcats have been caught on this. This is a thick form, so this is great for if you're getting in some rainy weather, cold weather, stuff like that. It's all skunk, so it's really going to get out there. You're going to have that smell that's going to be able to carry with the wind and go farther in your colder months and stuff like that. So this is a great option. And then what's new for this year, I had a lot of people request it, so I went ahead and did it. But this is a Trapper's Gold liquid. This comes in a 2.5-ounce bottle, and this is $14. But I've had a lot of people ask about the liquid version, so I have it here. I've already had quite a few people try it, and they love it. They still like the other one, but they said this one's great, especially for like when they're putting high up on a tree or something like that. So this is a great thing to add to your trapping bag. And then right here, Trapper's Potion. This blue. This is going to be this is a good one for beaver and muskrat also. I also had a couple people use it for bobcat as a rub lure, and they seem to have a little bit of success with it using on bobcats. But this is going to be great for your beaver and your muskrats. It's going to have like a minty type smell to it. You see it's birch bark base lure. So this is a great option for those type animals. And then Sweet Beaver. This is going to be a food-based lure for beaver. It's poplar bud oil. Again, I've had lots of people catching beaver with this. I had a guy up in New York in 2 weeks caught, I think it was 19 beaver using this lure. So, I mean, it's been proven it does very, very, very well. If you like using a food lure for your beaver, this is an awesome option. Again, 1 ounce jar. It comes in a 4 ounce jar also. And here's my Blakely's Beaver Lure. This is a smoky castor lure. This is going to be a heavy castor lure with a little bit of smoke behind it to make it's just a little bit different than what you might be used to on your heavy castor lures. So this is also a great option. A lot of people catching beavers on this as well. This would be great for your springtime beaver. So definitely want to add this one to your arsenal as well. Again, it's got a thick form, so you don't have to worry about it washing away in the creek or anything like that. So it's a great option. And we got one more here. So yoke butter. I've had quite a few people try this and like it. Sold quite a few of these last year and had a lot of people come back to me catching coyotes. I had a guy actually catch a couple bobcats using it as well. This is going to be a smear lure. It's a very thick type lure. Got a strong smell to it. 4 ounce jar. This is I believe $12 for a 4 ounce. So again, it doesn't take much, so this is going to last you quite a while. This one only comes in this 4 ounce jar, but it's great for your coyotes. And then a little Sugar Creek. This one's going to come in a 4 ounce and a 16 ounce jar. This is a fish-based lure. It's a very, very heavy fish food lure. I have used this a lot for raccoons. What I'll do is I'll take about 2 cups of dog food and I'll put about 2 tablespoons of this in that dog food, mix it up, and I'll use that, and I have caught a ton of possums and raccoons using it that way. I also caught I didn't use it a whole lot on my footholds last year. I just put in a couple sets and I caught 1 coyote using it. And also had a guy using it for otter, and he caught a couple otter using it. Again, you know, it is fish based, so it's going to be great for your otter. It's going to be great for raccoon, coyote again. Probably catch some mink using it because it, you know, again, it's all fish, so it's a great option. This is, I believe, 4 ounces is $9, and a 16 ounce is $32. And again, you know, it doesn't take a whole lot. This will last you a while. So now we're going to go over to our coon syrups. Okay, so the coon syrups can be used in many different ways. I always have people asking me how you use it. Is it a trailing scent? Do you put it straight in the dog proof or whatever? The answer is all the above. I mean, you can use it however you want. You can use it in a live trap. You can use it in a dog proof. You can use it in a foothold set. You can use it as a trailing scent. I mean, however you want to use it. Also, you know, I have 8 different scents of this, and each scent, I mean, can do different things. Like this is Honest. This is a killer for raccoons. But you can also use this for fishing or anything like that. Anything that you typically see like an Honest scent for, you can use this to do that as well. We got Green Apple here. Had a lot of people catch raccoons with this. You can also use this for like hog hunting, deer hunting, anything like that. There's a lot of things out there that like apples, and this works good for all of them. Cherry. Now cherry, I came out with this flavor late last year, and this quickly became my #1 seller. This is fantastic for raccoons. You can also use this for muskrats, hog hunting, deer hunting, anything like that. So, I mean, yeah, these are, I named them coon syrup, but I mean, they can be used for anything out there. Again, you can use it as a trailing scent, straight in the trap, however you want to use it. Sweet corn was another one that I had a lot of requests for last year. So, I did this one as well. I've had a lot of people that's caught a lot of raccoons with this, and again, you can use this for hog hunting, deer hunting, anything like that. I mean, this has a pretty strong smell, real sweet smell to it. Very attractive to a lot of things. And this one is fish. Again, this one can be used great. This is a great trailing scent. Like if you want to use, like how you would use fish oil and stuff like that, you can use this the same way. It doesn't take near as much, but I mean, you can use it straight in your trap, trailing scent, anything like that. Anything that's attracted to fish, like your otter, your mink, or anything like that, you can use this for. A great option. Smoke. Now smoke is pretty good for raccoon and possum in your dog proofs or anything like that. But you can also use this as a like a scent post set for coyotes. Like if you're going to use a urine set or something like that. Like if you're just going to stick a stick in the ground, you can put a little of this on top, a little urine in the middle and on bottom. And I mean, this is going to kill coyotes. Smoke is a great attractant for a lot of predators. If you see a lot of like your coon baits that are fish, they're going to be like a strong smoky fish flavor. This right here, you can add to anything to get that smokiness to it. And also, these are 2.5 ounce bottles, so these are $6, and they come in an 18-ounce bottle for, I believe, $16. Might be 15. Might be 15. Don't hold me on that. I think it is 15 actually. And then they got peanut butter. This one you have to shake pretty good because it will settle at the bottom. See, quick little shake and you're good to go. Again, I used this a ton last year and caught a lot of my raccoons and possums on this. Again, you can use it for deer hunting, anything like that. Anything that's attracted to peanut butter will love this. And this is my persimmon. Right now I'm currently out of 2.5 ounce bottles. I got to get some filled up. This is the 8-ounce bottle. These are not going to be a forever bottle, so once I run out of these bottles, particular bottles, I'll be going to bottles that are like this. These work a whole lot better and they're a whole lot more sturdy and tough, and they're way better bottles. So once I run out of these, I will be switching to those bottles. But persimmon is another one that's great for raccoons. I used this one a lot last year, and great for deer hunting. You know, deer love persimmons, and around here where I hunt, we use a lot of persimmon flavored things. We have since I was a kid because we have a lot of persimmon trees. So if you have a lot of persimmon trees, this is definitely going to be a killer for you on raccoon or anything like that. Also, any of these sweet smelling ones like persimmon here, you could use on coyotes early season, like I'm talking like October or something like that. You know, the states that get to start trapping them a few months early. These sweet ones you can use and they'll do really well. Now here's my coon jam. This is another one of those #1 things that I had last year. As far as my raccoon thing goes, as far as raccoons goes, the cherry coon syrup and the coon jam have been my number 1 and number 2 sellers. I've had a ton of success with coon jam. I've had lots of people who've had a ton of success with it. This is a very thick, like jam type consistency. That's why I call it coon jam. It's got a super sweet smell to it. Again, it does not take much of this. I mean, if you're putting it in like a dog proof, there's no right or wrong way to do it. The way I do it is I'll fill my dog proof about halfway up or just above the trigger with dog food or cat food, and then I'll put about a quarter size daub of this in there. So I mean, it does not take much. This will last you a very long time. This comes in a 4 ounce, also comes in a 16 ounce jar. 4 ounce is $5, 16 ounce jar is $16, I believe. Yeah, 16 bucks. Again, I've had lots of people use this, lots of success with it. This is just a great option to use. Okay, where are we at? So this is one of my Crab Attack coon bait. This is a 64 ounce container or a half gallon. This is going to be a heavy grain type bait with crab meat and a few other things in it. This is going to be great for your dog proof traps. Again, you know, the way I recommend to use this is to put it just above the trigger. And if you order one of these on the website, it automatically comes with a 2.5 ounce fish coon syrup. These work fantastic together. 18 bucks for the both of these. So that's pretty good option. You know, 18 bucks. This is $6 lure that comes with it. So if you love running dog proof traps and you want some extra attractant to it, this and that fish coon syrup is fantastic together. So now we're going to go to we have a beaver tail oil, pure beaver tail. This comes in a 1 ounce and a 4 ounce jar. A 1 ounce jar is $6 and a 4 ounce is $20. This is pure, as you can see how dark it is. I mean, this is black. Like, this is pure, pure, pure. I did not cut this with anything. This is just very, very, very strong and stout. This stuff works great by itself, or you can use it as an ingredient in a lure that you want to make, or bait, or anything like that. It's very thick, and it's just a great option to use in many, many, many different ways. So, beaver tail oil. A lot of people have used beaver tail oil, heard about it, know about it. Another one that I have is spoonbill oil. Now I have this in a 1 ounce jar, a 4 ounce jar, and I have it in an 8 ounce bottle. Again, 1 ounce is $6, 4 ounce is $20, and an 8 ounce is $32. This, there's not a lot of people that have this available, but this is just a fantastic thing to use by itself or to use in your recipe. There's a lot of recipes out there that different bait and lure makers have and use that calls for spoonbill oil. So a lot of people haven't heard of it or never thought about it, but this is just a fantastic option for use on pretty much anything. Your raccoons, your bobcats, coyotes. This is just a very attracting thing. It's very thick. Unlike, you know, other fish oils that are real thin, this is a very thick oil that will stick around, and it has a very, very strong smell. Again, it's definitely not like any of your other fish oils. It's not a fishy smell. It's a very strong, like, just smell of its own that definitely sticks around and will last. I believe that's all the baits and lures. The last thing I have is GSA. This is a fish attractant spray that I have. You can spray this directly on your lure. A lot of times what I recommend is you have your little pouch of your baits. Just pour a little bit of this in there, shake it up, and let it sit in there and let it soak up into your baits. It's just a great option. But it's GSA stands for garlic, salt, and anise. So if you like to fish, you'll definitely like this. It does have a spray nozzle, but I recommend to if you have a pouch with your baits in it, just pour a little in there, stir it up, and let it soak into your baits for a while, and it's just gonna last longer. So, and this is $3 for a 2.5 ounce bottle. So I hope this video helps everybody out. Again, that's all my baits, my lures, the ones that I've used. I'd say the ones that I've used, you know, all the ones I've had most of my success with. It just depends again on your area. Different areas that I go to, I do better with different baits. I can trap on a farm right here by my house, and I'm going to have more success with one bait, and then I'll go to another farm that I trap about 5-6 miles away, and I'll have more success with a different bait. So a lot of times you need to play around, have a few different options. Again, I appreciate you guys watching. If you guys want to know my favorite, like if you guys are wanting to get something but you're not sure what to get, my favorites that I would go to are definitely going to be the Predator Blues #1 and #2, the Kryptonite for sure, and the Highway 90 Roadkill. Those are probably my 4 #1s that will always be in my bag, and some Trapper's Gold. So if I'm going to keep 5, that's the 5 I'm going to have. Again, on the website, we have bait and lure kits. We have a few different options. The most popular one is 4 lures and 2 baits. It's $50. I think it's a $56 package that we sell for $50, so you can buy it. And if there's any lures or something that you would rather have other than the ones that's listed, when you order it on the special instructions, just type that in. Say if you already have, you know, a Highway 90 and you don't want it, you want one of the beaver lures, just type that on there that you want to trade out the Highway 90 for a beaver lure, and I'll do that for you. Same thing with the baits, you know. If you decide you'd rather have a Digger 360 rather than the Predator Blues, just type that in there on the special instructions, and I will get that switched out for you. again, I appreciate it. I hope this video helps you guys out. If you have any questions, always feel free to post them down below and I'll answer them as quickly as I can. I appreciate it. Hope you guys have a fantastic season coming up. I think we got about 6 weeks here in Missouri before our season opens up. I still have a whole lot of trap prep to do. So again, I appreciate it. I hope you guys have a fantastic season. If you haven't already, I'd ask that you would subscribe to my channel. It helps me out, and also you can keep track of all my videos, information that I post, different conventions I might go to and stuff like that. I post on YouTube quite regularly to kind of keep people updated on what I've been doing, whether it's a video or just a community post. Again, also like the video. When you like the video, that shows YouTube that you like this type of content, this type of outdoor content. So it's going to help all outdoor channels out there. So again, I appreciate it. I can't thank you guys enough for everything you've allowed me to do. I hope I can continue helping you guys out and be here for any questions or tips that you might need or have. And just thank you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.